Good morning and good afternoon, everybody. Thank you guys for joining today. Today, we're going to be covering mastering main and sub machining with dual turrets and ESPRIT EDGE. We're going to have questions at the end. If you feel free to type in any questions you have throughout the whole webinar in the chat box, and we can get to them at the end. We'll talk about programming a part, adding a part in, setting up stock, setting up on the workpiece inside the fixturing in ESPRIT EDGE, and then programming a part and converting it over into production machining in ESPRIT EDGE. All right, let's get started. All right, so the first thing you always want to do is have your file set up to save time. I already have a machine set up with tools on the lower turret and tools in the upper turret setup. This Akuma machine is a Multis U3000 with a lower turret without Y and an upper B-axis 5-axis turret with 2 spindles. Next, we'll go to our part side. I always like to have a layer called part setup. From there, I'll go to File, Import, and I'll import in the part I'm going to use for this. So I want to check import as new part. That will add the part as a part in the part setup for Edge. I'll run CAD diagnostics and it doesn't find any issues. If I needed to, I could shift where the origin is on the part, but I like where the origin is on the nose right here. So we'll be good there. I'll go to part setup, make sure I have my part. It's already in there. Then I can add a bar. It'll automatically size the bar for the part. And then I can just increase it to whatever bar I plan to program with and set my inside diameter and outside diameter. From here, I'll set my align top for Z, so it's going to align to the face of the part, and I'll set it to a 10-inch bar with 50 thou on the face. From there, I've got my stock and part, creating a workpiece in ESPRIT. So I'll go to machine setup. And now that I've defined my bar as 3-inch, let's put some 3-inch jaws on my collet here. So I have a Royal collet with QG80. So I'll go to my QG80 and I'll put 3-inch collet in. And I'll click OK. Then I'll select my fixture and I'll click workpiece. From here, my part should snap to the front of my collet, so then I can decide how far out I want it. For right now, I'll just put it out 5 inches and click OK and OK. From there, you can see I can adjust the visibility of my stock, the transparency of my stock, allowing me to see the part inside my workpiece. So if I turn off transparency, you can't see the part, or I can adjust it. So we'll go back over to part setup, and from there, we should be good to start programming with features and operations. So I'll go to my layers up here in the part side, and I'll click plus. I'm going to make a layer called features. And I'll also make a layer called operations. And I'll make sure features is active by double clicking it. Whatever is in bold is the active layer that you are currently drawing on. Please note that you can draw or add things to a layer that are not visible. So if you have the check mark off, you can be drawing or adding things to a layer and creating things on a layer that you can't see, right? So be mindful of that. So we're going to have it visible and active. From here, I always like to make my turning features first. So I'll just select my whole part. I'll come up here to turning. And I'll select the center line axis. From here, I can make adjustments for how my features are going to get created for my turning operations. You can check out your machine zones down here. Cool thing is I can adjust the beginning and end point for my main or my sub turning, right? So right now my front OD start location is right here at the tip, which is great. And my OD end location is right there. If I did not want to turn this big section right here, this OD in the main, I could always right click OD end location, select digitize new position, and then define a new position. And that would make my back OD